Hello guys and welcome to another video. In this video we're going to be using Kali Linux. It is an operating system Linux distribution, and we're going to learn how to do man in the middle, and I'm going to show you a couple of ways and a couple of things that go in together. The first thing is Responder. Responder is a great program in which you can capture different hashes that you can later decrypt from a network. It's really useful, and I recommend using it because it's really simple, and all it takes is pretty much just this responder-i, big I, and your interface. And that's all you have to do. You don't have to do any forwarding or anything like that. And you turn it on and you leave it like that, and it's going to capture all of stuff. However, I'm using a couple of these arguments because it makes it faster to capture. So I just run that, and now you're gonna get a lot of this stuff, and you can see most of this stuff is actually on. Great, so now it's listening for events, and now you're gonna leave it like that for a couple of minutes. As you can see, I already got something captured, but none of this is actually worth. This is just basically poisoned answers, nothing and nothing and nothing. I didn't get any hashes yet. So you're gonna get a lot of these, and these are useless basically. So what you really want to look for is, there we go. That's one hash. We've captured one hash successfully. Good. Right, so as you can see now, it ignored the already previously captured hash. I'm gonna have to blur it out a bit, but it's just for the safety of it. But just so you know how it looks, and that's where you capture the hash. As you can see, it took me a couple of seconds. It really takes short time to capture hashes. Now, the interesting thing about this is I think you should run it in like big wireless networks, because that's where you can capture the most of the stuff. And when you capture when you have like a lot of people using the network, it's going to be way easier. You're not going to have to wait that much. But if you're just capturing for a specific person or something like that, it might take a while actually. So for a specific computer, let's say. Now let's just stop this for a moment. Let me open a terminal for you. Right, so this command will help you forward some stuff that we're going to use later for SSL strip and ettercap itself. Right, so let's get started. iptables-t NAT-a pre-routing PTCP destination port 80 and redirect to 8080. So keep in mind that this has to be sensitive, right? So basically make sure that this is capital and make sure this is not, and just follow everything that I've done here. And you also have this one. You should run this one first as well. So it says echo 1 and then this. So what this will do is just going to forward IP. Let's press enter, and there we go. And now let's press enter to this, and there we go. Good. Now I can clear the screen for the aesthetics of it, and let me get started. So ettercap-g, press enter. Okay, this is ettercap. So what I recommend doing is you can just go to sniff, United Sniffing, your interface, okay, and now it's going to start some sniffing. But that's actually not all you want to do. You're gonna go targets, current targets, and you're gonna see that there's not much. You're gonna be able to see targets here, but I think that the best way for now is just to go to host list and go right click, well, go to host list and go hosts, scan for hosts, and now just wait. After it's done scanning, you're going to get a big list. Now, this is where it gets a bit complex for some of you who don't know what ifconfig is and stuff like that, and maybe you're amateurs or something, but I'm going to show you, don't worry. So ifconfig pretty much says which one are you, and in this case, this is me. And also route-n is going to display me which is my gateway. So my gateway is 176.1, which is this one right here. So we're going to add the gateway to target 1. And since I know that these are not computers, they're just gateways as well, I'm going to add this 10 to gateway, and the remaining others I can actually add right to target 2. They're not going to capture pretty much anything, but it's fine. So slide all the way down, hold shift and select all of that, and then do add to target 2. And then do add to target 2. There you go. That's going to lag a bit because I do have a lot of users on the network. And Kali does lag when you're running it from the USB. And this is what it looks like. Alright, now let's do some man in the middle, but let's also prepare SSL strip, because we're going to need SSL strip. So the command for SSL strip is really simple. It's actually recommended by the web page creator, well, the SSL strip creator, Moxie Marlinspike, that you use this specific command. Nothing else. It's really this simple, like -L and the port. But of course, you want to start man in the middle first. So go man in the middle, MITM, ARP spoofing, and make sure you sniff remote connections. Press OK, and there you go. Now added it to the groups, and now it's sniffing connections. You can view what's being sniffed and stuff like that, like right here, view connection, profiles, statistics. It's fun, but most of the stuff captured here is not going to be that relevant, honestly. Also, what I recommend is going to plugins, manage plugins, and add auto add. That's always useful. Okay, so just keep it like that. You don't actually need to look at this right now. Let's run SSL strip. And do not worry if you get a lot of errors by Python, by SSL script here, it doesn't matter, it's still capturing. Moxie Marlinspike is a genius, he did it really good. So I think all you have to do in order to see the SSL strip logs is you have to realize that it's in the main map, which is like right here, and there it is, SSL strip.log, and you can just do nano, for example, SSL strip.log. And now when you look at it, you're gonna see what's captured. Now, of course, nothing is captured yet, but there will be stuff. Let's get out quickly behind that. There we go. And then another thing that I recommend is you can use SSL strip and AtterCap to get data, but there's also one fun thing that you can do, DriftNet. Let me just zoom this in a little bit because, there we go. DriftNet-I and your interface. And now it's going to start. And this is great, it's going to capture pictures as much as it can. And now keep in mind, it's not going to capture all the pictures. It doesn't capture most of the HTTPS stuff. So, you know, you don't expect much from it, but it's always fun to have it. You can maybe get lucky by it. And keep in mind that when you're capturing here, you can't really, I don't know if it's bugged, you can't really keep the pictures. So you have to specify the directory, and you have to use the adjunct mode if I'm not wrong. So that's how you can do it, but I'm going to run the regular one just to show you if I can capture everything. Probably not, honestly, but it's why not, you know? Okay, so that's mainly what we're doing right now. So everything is running, everything seems fine, AtterCap is doing his job. We have some DHCP stuff here with the DNS. We're going to ignore all that. Alright, so I think I've captured some stuff. Let me just show you. Right, so this is a great example, and there's going to be plenty of more that you have to leave this for a while, but you can see a lot of stuff here. For example, we have some versions here, some Google Update stuff, and you have some session ID. That's pretty useful. You have your user ID, request ID, and all stuff like that. But I don't think we're going to use any of that right now. I mean, I can't really use that because it's an update thing. It's probably from an Android phone. I mean, definitely because it's a Google Update API thing, and I just wanted to show you how it works. So how does each one of these tools work? DriftNet captures pictures. SSL strip, which we have here, there we go. No, this is AtterCap. SSL strip captures, he removes the HTTPS, which is SSL. He removes that from the web pages and helps you capture cookies and stuff like that, maybe, you know, if you're lucky. And then you have AtterCap G, which is just a man in the middle tool, pretty much, and in it you can do man in the middle stuff. So how does this all work together? Well, you can capture plenty of data. I recommend using Responder as much as you can as well, because it's a really great tool and it's really simple to use. It's like basic, but it's amazing. And that's pretty much all I can think of. By the time that, well, cybersecurity world is growing really fast. So by the time that you're watching this video, if it's like a half a year away, I'm probably supposed to make a new video because everything is developing really, really fast in cybersecurity world. And maybe this tutorial that I gave you right now is not really the greatest because maybe there are some better ways to do it. All I have to do, well, all I can do is to encourage you to explore. So how do you explore? You just type in the name of your program --help in Kali Linux, and that's gonna help you a lot. There's also man, you can also use that. But for me it's easier, well, there's different use, but for me the best thing is just help. You just do SSL strip and help, and you can see every stuff that, like all the attributes that you can add, options and stuff like that. You can do that for AtterCap, you can do that for everything. As far as I know, so far for everything. You can also do man, SSL strip, and it's gonna give you like a manual. And this sound is very nice. Okay, and you can also capture some useful stuff, yes? Well, as you can see, we did capture some of the stuff here in the updater of Chrome, and we got the password and the user. I don't know if it's worth capturing. I'm gonna have to blur all that out, and I feel kind of wrong. It's an app ID ping. Update checker, app ID again. I don't want to go any faster. I don't know if it's nothing here. Okay, and we have post data, username. I don't know which website did they visit. I'm guessing this one from the request of the updater. So probably not useful, but I could decode this. Although I don't know what the use would be because I do have username and password, but I don't know what's it for. So that's how you capture stuff. You can also see in Ettercap that we've done the same thing well as well. I think this is that's the same thing. So DriftNet captured nothing, obviously, typical DriftNet. And that's actually it for today. Thank you so much for watching and have a nice day.